Good morning, level 4. How are you? I hope you're okay. Today's lesson is about capital letters and punctuation and quotations. Now, the first thing that you need to ask yourself, why do we use capital letters and punctuation marks? Well, writers use capital letters and punctuation marks to help the reader better understand what is written. Okay? Now, the first one here is the capital letter. All sentences begin with capital letters, so always capitalize the first word of quotation. Quotation here is we use the quotation marks when we are quoting from someone, when we are using someone else's words. They said something and we want to say it again, or we want to say what they said, so we use quotation. The redwood is a unique tree. G agreed. You see, we have the quotation and then we have the capital letter in the beginning because we started our quotation with a capital letter. Number 2 is the comma. When do we use comma when we are quoting? We use a comma to separate a quotation from the words that tell who is speaking. Like, I want to go, she said. See here, I put the quotation marks, and then I put the sentence inside the quotation marks, and before I end the quotation, I put the comma because here I end what she said and then I started with the other sentence. Number 3 is question mark. When do we use a question mark in quotation? We use a question mark in a quote if it was a question and we put it before the quotation mark. See, she asked, comma. Then I started with the quotation mark. Will you still be my friend? Question mark, and then I close the quotation, the quote with a quotation mark. Number 4, exclamation mark. Exclamation mark. When do we use it? In the quoted words, if the quoted words are exclamation, put the exclamation point inside the quotation mark. As all the punctuation, here we have the quotation mark, then the quote, we're losing speed. We are losing speed. I put exclamation, then I close the quote with a quotation mark. Screamed the captain. We're losing speed. That's how you read it because it shows emotions. Now let's do page 308, the exercises from number 1 to number 4. In the number 1, we put the quotation mark, then we start the quote, shall we look for something to eat? I put a question mark, then the quotation marks, the woodpecker asked. In number 2, the chipmunk asked, comma. Then we have the quotation marks. Do you see any acorns? Question mark. And then close the quote with quotation marks. Number 3, quotation marks. Bugs sound good to me, comma, and then quotation mark. Said the woodpecker. Number 4, the chipmunk exclaimed. Then we have a comma here. Then we have the quotation. That sounds absolutely awful. This is the exclamation, and then I close the quote with quotation mark. Thank you, girls. Please do exercise number 5 in page 308. Stay safe till we meet again.